What's the fix? Because I actually would make a tweak, but it doesn't have anything to do with taking away the bye or making players play quicker or whatever. To me, that's an excuse. It's an excuse I didn't hear until after the series were over. It was after all of these teams came out, played very poorly. The Dodgers deserved to lose. They didn't have any good pitchers. And the Braves, they got caught. They got caught up into a big old Philly hurricane. Their pitchers gave up 11 home runs. They got beat.
My heart doesn't break for any of these teams individually or even collectively. I look at a regular season that is 162 games, and you play the regular season, and to me, when you are the best team, you should get a certain benefit. And I don't think that having 4 or 5 days off is actually a benefit. And whether or not it's a detriment, we can debate, and ultimately neither one of us knows because we're not Major League Baseball players. To me, in football, you're the number 1 seed, you get a bye, that's a benefit.
But so did these teams.
But it's not, to me, it's not a benefit in baseball to not play baseball and just get one step further on the ladder.
Interesting. I mean, they're automatically into round 2.
Right.
That's a benefit. That's a big benefit, no?
It's a benefit, but to me, it's not a big benefit because you're then going to play against a team that is hot, a team that just won a series, a team that's been playing baseball the entire time, playing meaningful baseball, and these teams come in with more momentum than you have. They are coming off a series, and in all 4 cases, they were sweeps, and we could talk about that, how baseball wants urgency, and we still haven't had urgency. To me, the fix is simple. It's actually dramatic, but to me, it's very simple. For one, you do away with the divisions. No more divisions. It's stupid. You already go to a balanced schedule anyway. So let's balance it out and have 2 conferences, American League, National League. That's it. And then if you want to take the top 6 teams, then the top 2 teams, if you're going to give them a bye, quote unquote, then you have 3 play 6, 1 game only, 4 plays 5, 1 game only. Those teams advance. Let's play baseball.
People didn't like that either, though. That didn't feel fair to play 162, earn your way into a playoff, and then have it come down to one night, especially if you're the 3 seed.
Right.
You're the 3rd best team in baseball or in your league, and you go play one night. Your pitcher comes out, gives up a few runs in the first inning. Ball game, thanks for your season. I would rather extend it on the other side. Here's the other benefit I would give those top seeds. In addition to moving them automatically into round 2, someone's got to beat them 4 times, not 3. I would make that divisional series, that the ones that we just watched, I would make that 7 games. If the wild card is going to go from 1 to 3, this can certainly go from 5 to 7, and then you're playing a whole week of baseball. You don't really have any. Even if you fall behind at the beginning of the series,
I see that.
You got time to rally back. You've got time to get your rhythm and all of this. You know, again, I already sort of feel that way. The Braves last night, can you say we're out of rhythm? I don't know, dude. You're playing your 4th game in 5 nights. You should be in rhythm by now. But if you want to extend that back to 7 games and make it that much harder to knock that team out, I'd be okay with that. That's the only change that I would consider making.
For me, the change goes the other way. And if you're going to go to a best of 5, then if you're the number 1 seed or even the number 2 seed, you start that series, you're up 1 game to none. You want to really play the regular season and make it matter.
That's an interesting one.
So you have the best record in the National League. You go into that first series, and even if you want to give them 4 or 5 days off, all right, you're up 1 game to none. So the team's got to beat you 3 out of 4 in a best of 5. Or you can go the other way and play best of 7, and you got to beat them 4 out of 6. You automatically get game 1 as a win. That would incentivize the regular season and make it worth something to actually play for the top 2 seeds.
Or you can do a little bit more of what they did in round 1. They've had no problem in round 1 saying, okay, higher seed, you get all the games at home. All of them. By the way, that did not prevent certain teams from winning. They're able to do it on the road. The Diamondbacks went to Milwaukee and said, thank you very much. We'll take this. And
Texas at Tampa.
Yeah.
Won them both.
No problem. You want to make, if you want to keep it a 5-game series, just make it all at home.
Yeah, right? They were 2-2, the home teams, in that round.
But, I mean, if you want to give them a little bit more of a nod, those are the kinds of things that I would look at. I know where you're coming from, but let's also be honest. Baseball's not going back to the one-game wild card type playoff. And I think in general, this isn't even an opinion. This is just what I think is fact. Anytime you come to the party, and this could be any sport, no matter what, I hear Shasky a couple of weeks ago, gosh, this 162-game schedule, it's too long. The NBA playoffs, they're too long. The wild card round shouldn't be 3, it should be 1. Anything that calls for less sports,
right,
you're going to lose the argument. The only thing that we're ever going to do is more. It's America. It's money, but it's also just America. You ever eaten at the Cheesecake Factory? Okay, more. We love more. Nobody's ever doing less. It's just not the way we operate. Over time, whatever it is that you're given, you're going to get more. Oh, you like Instagram? Cool. Here's TikTok. It's
nice.
Just going to be more. So if your argument about anything in sports is ever, you know what they should do? We should play less.
Never.
See yourself to the door.
Exactly.
Your argument is not going to be heard.
And I get that, but what baseball needs more than ever before is urgency. And right now, we have had no urgency. We've had sweep. And then in round 2, we had sweep, 4-4 sweep. So we haven't had that urgency that baseball wants. The one-game playoff that we all adore, where it's a double must-win situation. We haven't had that. And now we sit here and we wait, and the NLCS won't even start till Monday.
Well,
what are we doing, baseball?
I do wonder if it doesn't feel urgent to us because our team's not in it. Like, if you watch that Philadelphia crowd, they are not lacking
they
for
don't
urgency.
Care. Yeah, they don't care about the urgency.
Exactly. They find it very urgent. You know what I mean? Like, they're all in.